You ever find yourselves perusing the classified ads, either RC groups, eBay, whatever, and you stumble across something that just kind of makes you stop, hold your breath? Well, that's what happened to me a week or two ago. Cruising through there, wasn't expecting to make a purchase, and all of a sudden I see this ad and I'm like, oh, my heart kind of stopped for a second, lost my breath, the gears in my head started turning, and figured, well, if I sell an engine or two, maybe I can get it. Well, I haven't sold the engine or two yet, but I did get it. And this is what I got. This is this. Now, I happened to find this cruising through the ads, just like I said, and it was a very low runtime engine. So I've been looking for this particular engine for probably well over a year. They don't come up for sale on the classifieds very often. But here it is. It's an OS FS-62V. Now this engine comes with the instructions, a brand new OSF glow plug, and I even think the decals are in there. So as you can see, it's not the original packaging. But here's the engine. Get in here a little tighter so you can get a better look at this beauty. So, some comments about this engine that I think are interesting and noteworthy. This engine basically, as I was told through PM correspondence, was that this engine basically has about a gallon through it, if even that. And it just looks brand new. It's got really good compression for what I would consider a 62 size 4-stroke. I'm not exactly sure when OS put these two engines out, and I say these two. OS only made two V-style engines like this, and that was the FS-62 and the FS-62V and the FS-95V. Now, I've had each of these engines now. This is my 62. I had a 95 for a short time, and it was a fine engine, but it had been in a situation where the casing was really mottled looking and it wasn't a pretty engine. I don't think that's why I sold it. I think I sold it because I just wasn't going to need it. In retrospect, I kind of wish I had kept it, because these are very unique engines for OS. Now, as far as the exhaust goes on this, I think they sound good, but they just look kind of like a 2-stroke exhaust. So, but this shape is appealing. It's curious to me that OS would venture this direction when their direct competition for this engine is this engine right here, or it was at that time when they released it. This is a Sato FA62A. It's the A version. And you kind of wonder, in the OS meetings, marketing meetings, were they actually trying to copy Sato to try to get some of the market share from Sato, or what was the rationale? Because, like I said, they only did two of these V-style 4-stroke engines, the 95 and the 62, and then they went back to doing everything else, you know, the standard upright single cover, rocker cover type of style. So I don't understand why they did that. Now, although this is somewhat of a pleasing appearing engine, it's almost a little bit too curvy for my liking and seems kind of dainty. Now, I'm sure it's not going to operate in a dainty manner at all, but it's a nice engine. I have yet to run it, and believe me, you'll be the first to see when I post some run videos. And since it's in such pristine condition, I'm not going to disassemble this engine at all. The only thing I will ever do is remove the rocker covers, at least initially, and check the valve lash. But I don't know, between the two of these engines, they both have their pros and cons, but I kind of like the more rugged, industrial look of the Sato over the OS. That's just a personal preference. The Sato doesn't have as smooth and clean of lines. It doesn't look as dainty as the OS. But these two will be put head to head against each other in some upcoming videos. So this is my latest 4-stroke in the bin.